Okay, so here's our fourth video review. It's a partial review getting ready for the final. It's mostly exam one material, as I've repeated many times, but here we go again. Now, as usual, let's bring down the paper first. The paper needs to come down. There we go. Title, partial M108 review for the final, and this one is D. Okay, so first thing that I want to just remind you of, like again, I do stray from exam one material and talk about other material as well. Don't forget your formulas for CNR and PNR. PNR is n factorial over parentheses n minus r factorial. This one is n factorial over r factorial times n minus r factorial. Don't forget your formulas. That comes from, I think, video 1 that we made for this semester, that I made during the online during our online portion, video 1. Okay, so the second point that needs to be made is as follows. Let's say we go back to the world of Venn diagrams. We need a Venn diagram, and here's the first situation. A, we want a Venn diagram for A union B prime. Okay, and then we wanted Venn diagram for A prime, in parentheses, A prime, and B in close parentheses, and all of that prime. Okay, let's do A first. So now, this we can do pretty quickly, I believe. We know what A is, right? So what is B prime going to be? What is B prime going to be? Here's A. Sorry, here's A, here's B. Here's A. There we go. Here's A, here's B. What's B prime going to be? B prime is going to be everything outside of B, right? That's B prime. That's a picture of B prime. Now, what does this say? We'll take you if you're in A or if you're in B prime. If you're, again, I'm going a little bit too fast for my own good. All right, we'll take you if you're in A or in your B prime. So here's the final answer. Here's the final answer. If you're in A, we'll take you. Or if you're in B prime. Okay, fine. I mean, this drawing will be maybe a little bit better. Okay, we'll take you if you're in both. Now, will we take you in this sector outside both A and B? Yes, because that's part of B prime, and we'll take you if you're in B prime. So we're certainly going to take you if you're inside this sector. That should be shaded, right? And they'll have a nicer shading than I do. Now, will we take you if you're in A only? Yeah, we'll take you if you're in A only, right? A or B prime. We'll take you if you're in A only. Will we take you if you're in A, in A and B? Yes, because that's part of A, so we're certainly going to take you. We're going to take you as long as, if you're in A, we'll take you. Now, will we take you if you're in B only? Absolutely not. That's not part of A, and that's not part of B prime. So we're not going to take you there. So this is the final answer. Right here is the final shading answer. That is the answer for A. Okay, let's try B. Okay, now let's make a picture of A prime. Let's make a picture of A prime. A prime looks like, here's a picture of A prime. Here's A, and here's B. A prime will be this. Okay. Now, what about B? A prime and B. You got to be in A prime and B. Let's make a picture of, our second picture is A prime and B. Okay. So you got to be in both, right? So you got to be in this picture and you've got to be in B. So Does the outside, is that going to be part of B? No. So that's not going to rate that's not going to rate this, get into this picture. What about A only? Is that going to get in? No, that's not going to be part of B. Got to be part of B. What about this? Is that part of B? Yes, but it's not part of, it's not part of B. I'm sorry, it's part of B, but it's not part of A prime. So it's not going to get in. So what's going to get in? The only thing that's going to get in is this. That's part of that's going to be part of A prime, and it's also part of B, and therefore it makes it. So that is this. But now, what is our final answer? What's our final answer? Our final answer, right over here. Our final answer. What is our final answer? You have to be all of this, but primed, meaning just switch colors. If that's shaded, that's what we don't want. It's all the other stuff that we want. It's this primed, meaning everything else but. So that means this gets in. The outside gets in. Absolutely. That means this gets in. What used to not be shaded is now shaded. Does that get in? Yes, the football gets in. And the only thing that doesn't get in is this. And here's the answer. This is the final answer. Okay, let me get this thing to go up. That's the final answer. Okay, now let's cordon this off. And we can move on to my third point that makes it on this paper. Let's see how much we can get on this paper. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is as follows. What if you have, you're presented, this is called builder, this is called set building notation, but it looks like this. It's not super complicated. It says X such that X is greater or equal to 2. That's set builder notation. It happens to be in set builder notation. Okay, but now they want you to change it into roster. Put it into roster notation. Right? Switch it into roster notation. What does it look like? Here's what it looks like. Start off with 4 of them. Greater than 2. 2 or greater, right? So 2 is included. Take four numbers, including 2. So you have it go 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. And then put another, make sure to put another comma there. And then do ... to show that you're going to keep going, everything greater than that. And then end the roster notation at that point. And this is, we've converted into the set builder. They give us the set builder notation, and they wanted roster. Here's the roster. Okay, what if they do the opposite? What if that was question A, 3A? What if they do this? Question B. They give you roster notation. Let's call it set B is equal to 1, 2, 3. They give you roster notation, and they ask you put it in set builder notation. They're looking for set builder notation. Okay, set builder notation. Here's what you got to do. Here's what you're looking for. You get a pop-down menu, and here's what you're looking for. You are looking for as follows. Y, such that Y is a natural number. I'll explain this a little bit better in a second. Just bear with me. Is a natural number. The natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The normal, not the -1 and not 0, is a natural number. Here's what you're looking for. And Y is greater than 4. And Y is less than 4. Less than 4. That fits this bill. They're all natural numbers, right? 0, -1 is not a natural number, neither is 0. These are natural numbers, and they are less than 4. Those are the only natural numbers that are less than 4. So this fits the description. They may have these little brackets or may not. Maybe they'll have parentheses, but this is what you got to remember to pick. This is the stuff you got to pick for something that looks like this. Okay, So now, the what we've got to do next is as follows. The yeah, so we did that. Fine. We've got one more thing to say. One more thing to say, and we're done. I'm quite sure that we're going to be done. It's this, that if you see something that talks about the order of effectiveness, they put the word order in there. They're saying, and it's going to be. This is talking about combination permutation problem. It's really exam 2 material, but I want to discuss it. Order of effectiveness, or something like that, something to that effect. So then that's a giveaway that what's going on over here is going to be a combination NR problem. That's your diagnosis. That's one thing I want to tell you. And I want to tell you another thing. What if you're putting stuff in a box, right? You're putting stuff in a box. Putting records in a box, whatever, videos in a box. You're putting something in a box or a container, then we don't care about what order it is. Even though there might be specific records that you care about, you don't care about the order that you're packing it in. Usually, I mean, there can be exceptions, but normal situation, if you see something of that, generic records or something going into a box, even though it's a specific type of records, it's usually going to be a PNR situation, because order is, I'm sorry, this is P. I apologize. What a mistake. But I'm not starting off, I don't want to start off this whole video going. Order, then P. Then when this is, then order is not going to count. We're not going to care about order over here, and therefore it's going to be C. I apologize. Good thing I caught that. All right, I'm ending this video. I might be close to 15 minutes on this video. I got to get out of here quick.